Hi guys, welcome back to GFFA Games and the Old Republic. We are down here on Corellia. Last episode we took the little train, I think I'm under the tracks right now, to the next sector, which is the Labour Valley, which is where we are. We've got some posts, so let's see what that is. Cole Cantaris, good work. Thought I'd thank you again for destroying those neutron emitters. A lot of the refugees hiding on that tram came through the red light sector before going off-world. They were shaken but alive and damn grateful for it. I don't believe in handing out medals every time someone does the right thing, but there's a lot of Corellia left to win. Here's a little something to remind you what we're fighting for, Cole. Oh, thank you. So see what that is. I don't know what it was. I opened it. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Let's go. So we are here. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing the planetary quests to begin with. So our next mission is to speak to Dina Bahar. Factory recall. And I think... Let me just hop on my speeder. There's somewhere down here. I went for a little wander a couple of minutes ago, just before I started recording. And I'm just trying to find my way back to where we should be. Is that them? No. Let me look on my map. Factory recall is down here. Ah, yes. When we were going around last episode, we found there was another mission, wasn't there, that we could pick up? But I can't remember whereabouts it was now. I don't want to use the fleet transport. Oh well, that's frustrating. Oh, I can see it now on the map. It's somewhere around here. Yes, Lanius Car. Let's see what you want.
Master Jedi, we've got a real problem here. 1 second. Hey, get Haig on the comm link. If they don't evacuate those people in record time, we might as well start digging graves.
I'm on it.
Sorry. Corellia Chemical's about to blow sky high, and we got a ton of civilians in the blast radius.
What do you need to get those people to safety?
At this point, probably a miracle. The factory took heavy damage when Republic forces tried to run out the Imperials. A fire inside's got the refining equipment ready to overload, and we're almost out of time. If someone doesn't physically shut down those machines, that factory will be one giant chemical bomb going off in a civilian population.
I'll stop the overload. Anything else?
Just get inside and shut down all the refining drives. But it'll be tough. The place is still crawling with Imperial battle droids. And those things won't just stand around while you get the job done. Be ready to move fast and fight hard.
Okay. Volatile chemicals. Sounds interesting. So let's have a look at our map and see where we need to go for that one. Okay, so both of the missions taking us into the same area by the looks of it. Looks like it's going to be quite difficult to navigate around this one. Is there a tunnel here? Maybe? Let's have a look. Oh, you see. Clearly, I'm an idiot. I need to go down the road. Looks like we're heading into Imperial territory, doesn't it? I want to go this way. Yes, little tunnel. Some kind of shopping district, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, I see. There's 3 of them, are there? No, not anymore. Okay. I have to say, I like these little like signs they've got up. Very reminiscent of street signs in the UK, actually, with a little red border, triangular shapes. So we've not been to this sector before. This is the first time we're here, and I'm not 100% certain of my way around it. It looks very similar to the previous sector that we were in, where it's quite complicated because it's all bombed out, so some of the streets don't tend to go anywhere. Have I gone the wrong way? I head down this way, so this is going to take us. That must be the entrance into the main planetary quest down here. In there, is it? Looks like it. We want to go into the. Oh no, it's blocked off. Oh crap! How do you get around there then? You must have to go that way. Okay. Excuse me. Let's have a look. Oh dear. This is why I get a little bit confused with this world. The map. If you're reading it right, obviously it is helpful, but it's a little bit confusing. I've never been a strong map reader, but it looks like if we turn left up here, we'll get where we're going. It looks pretty... Oh, it's a ramp, is it? Yeah. Stairs or something. These Imperials don't seem to be bothering us as long as we stick to the road. That's good. Yeah, it's been a few days since I last played. I really enjoyed that last session, by the way. I hope it came across in the video. I had a good time playing it. Oh, I've gone past it. There it is. Hoping that we have a similar experience today, although there's not a whole lot else that's happened in the world of Star Wars to talk about. We'll be dismounted in a second. Ah, what's this?
Safety systems compromised. Threat of system overload high. Evacuation protocols for all personnel are now mentioned.
Okay, so I've got a time limit to get these 3 things done. We are a Jedi though, so let's not worry too much about that. But it would be faster if I had my speeder. So if there's a bit of background noise today, I don't think it'll come through on the video. I think a couple of my neighbours are moving in or moving out, I'm not sure. Possibly. Seem to be climbing through their own windows with the ground floor neighbour. Climbing through the window with boxes. I'm assuming they're the neighbours, not burglars. I don't really know anybody in this building. So, a little bit strange, but, to each their own. Looks like it's this way. There it is. Oh. Stuck on a metal arm.
Status update. Refinery Drive Alpha. Emergency shutdown successful. Warning. Safety system compromised. Threat of overload is now extreme. Emergency shutdown procedures for all refinery drives to avoid failure.
I think we've got plenty of time, so we'll just kill everybody in here, I think. I like the design of these droids. Some droids in this game look a bit weird, but these guys look a little bit like the Dark Troopers from the Mandalorian versions of them. Just quite liked that design. I've never been a big fan of droids looking too human in Star Wars, or too good, too capable. Like Gory from Shadows of the Empire. Don't get me wrong, I love Shadows of the Empire, but that seemed very contrived almost. Because, if they could build droids like that, why wouldn't they be building all droids like that? Why would you bother? In a world where you can't even build a droid that speaks English, they have to speak like R2-D2, and then you have to build a translator droid to accompany him. It's kind of it feels like there's, I don't know, something that doesn't quite make sense there. you always kind of just accepted that in the world of Star Wars because it's like a fantasy, isn't it? Whereas when they start introducing stuff that seems a little bit too technologically advanced, then you think, well, actually, would that exist in the same universe as something like R2-D2 and C-3PO? Oh. Right in the middle of a bloody fight. What was that about? That swoop gang thing, wasn't it? Oh dear. Oh, got another one here. I have had a look into that legacy surname thing, by the way. And the reason I couldn't use
drives nearing failure. Threat of overload critical.
the reason I couldn't use unduly is because you're not allowed to use established Star Wars names. So we'll have to think about it. And apparently the surname also goes across all of your characters. So on the same server. And I will be playing all my other characters on this same server, so I need to be careful what I choose. If I choose to use one. I would like to, why not? The problem is then you've got to try and think, well, what would work with if you establish a surname that works with the first name Bikun, then you've got to try and think, well, what will work with when you're thinking up character names for your other characters, what will work with that surname? And it might limit yourself a little bit, I'm not sure. We'll have a go. Good going, T7. I think this must be the last one, right?
Status update. Emergency shutdown procedure successful. Threat of overload suspended.
Perfect. Well, what's through here then? Oh, it's just the way back out, is it? Oh, could I get round? I went back up. I don't know. Not sure what I did. Let's not worry about it. This guy's quite tough, isn't he? Imperial tank droid. Not sure we've fought one of these before down here, have we? Maybe we have. So I think I came down this way, didn't I? But then rather than coming round here, I went back up and around there. I'm not sure. Not sure why I did that. Really didn't realise you could get through. Yes, that's where I came down and did that. Huh. How strange. Anyway, let's get back to Lanya's car, hand in this mission, then we'll get on with the planetary quests. I'm not sure how many planetary quests there are on this planet, by the way. We're up to Factory Recall. There is a fantastic website. If you're ever playing this game and you're not quite sure the best way to go about it, it's SW Turista. So SWTORISTA, I think it is. Google that, and it's everything you'd want to know about this game. It's perfect. You know, it's got all the missions listed, whereabouts to pick them up. I wish that I'd followed it a bit more closely, because I think I've missed a lot of like exploratory missions and stuff like that while playing through this. It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to worry too much about it, but I need to go through that way, don't I think? But yeah, it's just a really good website to use if you're playing the game. I think when I do my next character, my Sith warrior character, I think I am going to closely follow that website. I'm going to print off the list of missions and where to find them, and I'll make sure I do all the exploratory missions, all of the planetary missions, obviously all of the class quests for the Sith. I think that'll be a great way of going about it. Hopefully, anyway. And maybe I'll do the same when I do the Jedi Consular, to make sure I get all of the exploratories and any of the anything else that I've missed while playing as the Jedi Knight. I don't see any point in redoing the planetary missions as another Republic character, because I don't think they change. I think they're all the same. Maybe some dialogue changes. But yeah, I'm not going to bother doing that. So we'll see how it goes. I think oh, you can do the Directive 7 flashpoint from here. Maybe that's what I was meant to.
Glad to hear it. Get these workers some blasters. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Resistance.
Cool. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Pick it up from here. Does it say it's a story flashpoint? It doesn't specifically. Yeah, I went back to the fleet to pick that up. Didn't need to.
I don't believe it. I didn't think anyone could stop that factory from blowing sky high. That was a hell of a risk, and a whole lot of people owe you their lives.
This isn't the last time the Empire's plans will threaten innocent lives.
Oh, we'll be ready. Protecting these people is my job, and I aim to do it. Be safe out there.
That wasn't Adam West, was it, doing that voice? That last line sounded an awful lot like Batman. The 1966 Batman, in case you're not aware of who Adam West is these days. Jesus. I was never a fan of that show. I mean, obviously, I was born, 20 odd years after it was on air, but yeah, it didn't do anything for me. My brother quite enjoyed it. I am planning on watching it through eventually, but when I was little, I wasn't a big fan of it, I have to admit. Anyway, let's get on and speak to Dina Bahar. So we need to head down this way. Back where we've come, actually. We went straight past the entrance to this mission. And it looked like there was another exploratory just in the entrance, so see if we can pick that up when we go past. Well, this guy really wants to kill us. Twice now he's had a little go. That's something that I wanted to ask, if anybody had any recommendations for Star Wars podcasts. I mean, I used to listen to Rebel Force Radio, and I've just recently started listening again, but with the Bad Batch being on, I think a lot of their content is going to be Bad Batch related, and I'm not really that bothered about it. So I was wondering if anybody had any recommendations, particularly ones about the expanded universe and things like that. I think that might be more interesting for me. Yeah, I'm not bothered about a lot of what do you call it? The modern stuff, the Disney stuff. I can listen to it, but I'm not really that bothered about it. Anyway, let's see what Dr. Bahar has to say. So before we speak to them, let's just look at our log and remind ourselves what we're doing. Corellia, one of the founding members of the Republic and a huge strategic resource, is now under Imperial control. Although you have restored access to the rocket tram system, the Empire has now deployed special prototype droids to fire on the Republic's short-range vehicles as they move across the planet. You were contacted by Councillor Balos, a member of the Corellian Council who originally voted to join the Empire. The Councillor has since had a change of heart. Councillor Balos has instructed you to meet with his assistant, Dina Bahar, for details on the Emperor's prototype droids. Meet in her worker tenements in Labour Valley. Right, so this might be a trap. We're going to find out.
Dina Bahar, I was told you had some information for me.
Welcome to Labor Valley, Master Jedi. I won't waste your time. You already know the Empire's droids are in a secure laboratory. Its toughest defenses are the prison-grade vault doors. The doors can resist any kind of unauthorized entry, except in an emergency. You'll need disaster relief droids to get inside.
What kind of capabilities do these droids have?
They're designed to withstand the toughest conditions. They can blast through any door and outlast any turret. The Baharan Droid Factory specializes in disaster relief droids. They're here in Labor Valley, but they've been closed since the Empire arrived. The Empire shipped out Baharan's inventory before shutting down the factory. You'll need to get it up and running if you want those droids.
How do I reactivate an entire factory?
You'll need to restore power by reactivating the factory's off-site generators first, and then start up the assembly line. There are some risks involved. The generators are located in Hellfire, and rebooting the assembly line will activate any unfinished droids.
Do I want to know what Hellfire is?
Local name for Labor Valley's generators and fuel lines. Half of them are still burning from Republic sabotage and Imperial retaliation. Once the assembly line's moving, the factory has to be reconnected to the supply grid. The machines will get their parts, you'll get your droids, and the droids will get you inside the Empire's lab.
Reactivate the generators, turn on the assembly line, hook up the supply grid.
Don't forget avoiding the Empire and any hostile droids. Once you've hooked up the supply grid, contact me through the factory comm system. That should let me verify that everything's working. Until then, it's best if we don't speak. Good luck.
Okay, it does sound like quite a complicated mission, doesn't it? What I find interesting is this character's got like a weird head tiara thing on. Sure if you can see that. Well, just watch the video with a damn face in it. But I find that unusual because it seems quite common now. We're going to pick this mission up when we come back to hand this one in. It seems quite common for characters in Star Wars to have these little tiara things on. Like High Republic seems to have really taken that to heart. What's this thing? And I think it probably stems from KOTOR and maybe Tales of the Jedi. Maybe characters had that kind of thing on in there. I'm not 100% certain. I suppose it does scream kind of ancient Star Wars to me. Because it's not from the films. I don't think there's anything in the movies where characters are wearing that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it doesn't seem like part of George Lucas's visual language. So it must have been invented for like this era. But yeah, I don't know. Something that came to mind there. Right, let's study this map and make sure we're going the right way. So I think we need to go. There must be a way through here. I don't think there's a way down here. I can't see unless that's the train, isn't it? Yeah. Not very clear, this map. But let's see if we can get through this way. I'm thinking about upgrading my vehicle as well, but I do quite like this one. I remember when I played this game the first time, well, the second time technically, I had a speeder and I was like laying down on it with my feet up, relaxing. It just looked really stupid, so you need to be careful what speeder you buy. I think if we head down this way, we'll see if it takes us through. So if you can hear somebody knocking in the background, I'm not quite sure what that is. Somebody upstairs, I think. I think the guys that are moving out have driven off. They were annoying people, let me tell you. Constantly playing music, you know? But loud enough for everybody to hear. I hope they have moved out. They have just, oh, hello. Gone on holiday or something, because that would be frustrating. Although if you're going on holiday, you wouldn't take both cars, would you? Maybe you would. Ever so strange people. And I say that as a Star Wars fan. Yeah, this, I don't know what it is. This building seems to attract I don't want to say weirdos, but oh, I have got through anyway. Um, Unusual types. I mean, the people upstairs never leave; they just don't go out. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they just never seem to. Other than like shopping and stuff, you never see them go anywhere. I mean, that just drive me mad. I know there's like this stereotype of the nerd who stays in all the time, but for me, I have to go out. I can't. I couldn't just sit indoors all day. I really struggle because I work from home. So I'm in Monday to Friday all day, and it drives me mental when it's when you look outside and the weather, it's really nice, and you just think, wow, I wish I was anywhere else. But there's people. I mean, they don't work upstairs. I don't think they don't seem to have jobs. But yeah, they're just constantly in. I mean, surely you go somewhere. Oh, hello. I don't know, maybe the gamers or something just spend all day playing video games or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they spend all day in the kitchen actually, because that's where you can hear them most of all, where they make most noise. But they're not massive fat people, so must be spend all day cooking a salad, right? I'd feel sorry for them, but again, they annoy me because they spend, make quite a bit of noise. Not with music or anything like that, but with what's the word? Just walking around. I don't think they've got very good underlay, you see. Okay, that's one of the generators activated. We've got to destroy 20 droids, so we might as well be attacking these guys, But yeah, enough about my weird living conditions. I do want to actually move myself, but house prices at the minute are absolutely horrendous. I couldn't afford to move. Not anywhere decent anyway. It's a nice place that I live. It's a nice building. It's a nice environment. It's just a bit of a shame that some of the neighbours tend to spoil it. But that's one of the problems with living in a flat, isn't it? You can't choose your neighbours. Well, I suppose you could if you were a dickhead. What's this? So that's the droid factory, but we need to... Oh, have I missed one? Okay, let's go back and do that one, actually, because otherwise we'll get too far ahead. So where's that, then? It's not very clear, is it, where that is? Is it through down this? Yeah, this map is very confusing. I love the planet, and I love the design, the aesthetic of it. But yeah, it's just a little bit, where am I going, kind of. But yeah, if you got any Star Wars podcast recommendations, throw them my way. I can't remember the name. Is it Christopher Nelson? Someone's shooting at me, or Christopher Nelson, I think that's the chap's name. Does a YouTube channel where he shows off like interesting vintage and 90s Star Wars stuff. I think he's got a podcast. I might have to look into that. See, I know he talked about this channel a while ago on his YouTube channel, which was nice of him. So I'd quite like to look into that. I'm sorry if I'm getting his name wrong. I will look this up and correct it if I have. I'm not very good with names, as you can probably tell by watching these videos. My memory's not too good either these days. I'm only in my 30s. Interesting droid design, isn't it? With little eyes. I like those. Looks like a little turtle man. Well, dead turtle man now, but whereabouts are we? Anywhere near this thing? Oh yes, must be through here. There we go. Oh. Let's kill him. Okay, so these guys are quite tough in the sense that they take a while to kill. Might need to repair all my gear, you know, it might not be as effective as it should be. Haven't done that since last video. I just don't think I have. Got quite a bit to sell off as well. Anyway, here's the second one. Perfect. So there's one more to get, and then we need to head into the factory. Oh, these guys are back. That's it. Don't think they were there before, were they? We just needed to come around the back. Okay. Yes, let's head up the way we were heading last time. Get this last generator, then we'll head into the factory. And I'm not 100% certain. Can't remember now what we were supposed to do in the factory. We'll check our mission log. In fact, I think our objectives will update once we've reactivated the last generator. Another example of my memory not being so good, actually. That she did just tell us exactly what we were supposed to be doing here, and I've completely forgot already. Okay, so this must be in one of these. I'm guessing, based on that chap, it's in here. Notice. Perfect. Right, so it's the assembly line next. Let's help these guys out, shall we? Cannot do that while fighting. We're not in a fight, are we? Who are we fighting? Is there somebody chasing us or something? No? Oh. Well, we're not in a fight anymore, so let's go. Right. So now we need to head into the factory. And we need to activate assembly line 1, 2, and 3. That's right. She was worried about how she goes about to do that, because it's quite a big job. We'll find out. Oh, story area. No mounts allowed. So there's plenty of droids for us to kill, so we should get that bonus. Unless that bonus updates after we've killed... No, it doesn't say stage 1, so we should be okay. As I need to reorganise my reading schedule as well, because I'm just not getting anything... Well, I am getting stuff done, but slowly. I need to think how I'm going to do this, because I've got too much stuff on the go at once, rather than pacing myself a little bit. So I read Star Wars, I read Dune book, I read a Tolkien book, I read some like Warhammer books, I read Stephen King, I read Conan's Brethren, H.P. Lovecraft, and then I read history books. And I like to have a schedule where I'll read one of one, one of another, one of another. And between each of like the sections, I'm reading short stories. So that's the Conan and H.P. Lovecraft. And you know, it's just getting a bit like I'm not getting through anything. You know, I'd like to focus it a little bit more. So I'm gonna have a think about how I do that. Actually, get some stuff read then. I do kind of want to focus on Star Wars, because there's so much to get through for that. I want it to be a constant thing. And same with like Warhammer and Dune as well. I kind of need to get through all those things. Dune less so, because there's not as many books. There's about 20 odd stories, I think, in the Dune universe. I am including all Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. A lot of people can't stand those books. I think they're kind of like elitist, but fair enough. You know, we all have our own tastes. I quite enjoyed their like ancient Dune trilogy they did. Okay, activated assembly line 1. I've not read any more of their books yet, but I quite enjoyed that. I've been collecting the is it Boom that are doing the comic books? I might be wrong. Yeah, they've been adapting some of the Brian Herbert stuff, so I've been collecting those. I haven't read them yet. I'll be reading the adaptations when I read the novels. So yeah, well, we all have our own tastes. I'm a big fan of David Lynch's Dune. I enjoyed the new Dune movie. I've not seen part 2 yet, but I enjoyed the first one. It was good, a really good film. But it didn't have the, I don't know, like the dreamlike quality that David Lynch's film has. I mean, that's just pure David Lynch, of course, you know? I absolutely love that movie. I'm not gonna lie. Really love it. I love Twin Peaks. I love what's the other one called that's really good? I can't remember what it's called now, but the one where it's like a Hollywood actresses, aren't they? You know, I really enjoyed that one. Very strange films, but I think that's what's appealing about them. Highly recommended. That's line 3, so this must be line 2. Right, so I've just got to hook up the supply grid, and then I think it was just a case of ringing her. And this mission is done. So we've got guys that way, but our mission's this way. Why would they put people where we're not going to go? And I'm curious how other people decide what to read and how they read, because one of my worries is if I just say, you know, I'm going to read Star Wars, well, you're never going to finish reading Star Wars. There's thousands of books that you just... And also the cost of it as well. I mean, I'm not that bothered. I will read Kindle or cheap second-hand paperbacks and things like that, but some stuff just isn't available now. I refuse to buy anything that's expensive, like a reissued Legends novel. I'd love to have bought all those Essential Legends collections books, but they've just got awful banners on them. If they'd have just reissued the original books and called it, I don't know, Star Wars: The Expanded Universe Collection or something like that, I'd have bought them. I hate Legends. I hate that idea.
Calling as instructed, Dina. The Baharan droid factory is up and running.
Perfect. Your disaster relief droids should be ready. You can use the remotes to control them. I'm impressed. It would have taken the workers weeks to reopen the factory.
When you have the Force, anything's possible.
I could say the same about information. The droids will get you inside the lab, but the Empire's gotten their hands on Dennison Varric, one of the best scientists on Corellia. The prototype droids are Varric's work, as are the lab's security systems, the deadliest in the galaxy.
Is Varric an Imperial hostage or an ally?
I couldn't contact anyone inside the lab. If he is a traitor, you'll find out fast. Once you're inside the lab, find the testing grounds. Varric, his team, and the Empire's droids should all be there. Destroy the droids and the Republic's supply runs will make it through Labor Valley. Councillor Balos guarantees it.
You've been of tremendous assistance. Thank you.
Councillor Balos helped you. I'm just his assistant. Comm General Aves as soon as you have control. Use the lab comm system. The Empire's monitoring Republic frequencies. I should return to my work for the Councillor. It was a pleasure.
Okie dokie. She was nice, wasn't she, T7? I agree. Let's spin. Right, so we need to open the vault door. Whereabouts is... Oh, it's outside, okay. So I need to head up there. So let's fast travel back there then. Because there was a mission that we wanted to pick up, wasn't there, in there? An exploratory mission. It doesn't look like we're heading back that way. I like the way she waves. Oh! Is that... I picked that up, didn't I? I didn't need to, though, dear. You don't have to do that now to fast travel. They haven't brought that back, have they? Dr. Mizar, what do you want?
Intio mare, habet ma shomaniforus, hakoshobush ush toshul lispu. Tai kham vayu ayita tseb un razab. Remesamu hushoy lachem Yehuda. Ochlum seba machati larem etkul.
The enemy wants as many people dead as possible.
Yahenet batecheb boom meshevet batisa et kolum batebk. Ush michut beech sroch maen beush etach. Shota vedulum ma asush acher du ye asu asija ushechi.
Just tell me where to go.
Intio mare, habet ma shomaniforus, hakoshobush ush toshul lispu.
Okay. What's the chances that he's going to want us to go exactly where we've just been? I really hope it's not. No, we haven't been up there. That's okay. Let's go do that then. Keep going that way, don't I? Ooh. Yes, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of potential for things, you know, just potential in the air at the moment. I don't know what the... I know it's kind of a strange thing with world events. I mean, I'm recording this in February. I know it's not going to be uploaded till April, May time, I think. But honestly, right now I just feel, this is probably going to sound ridiculous if things have happened that I'm not aware of. But yeah, I just feel like in terms of Star Wars and stuff like that, there's so much potential for what they could do. Have I come the wrong way? I don't think so. Was it that way to get round? Nope, that's going back to where we've just come. I think we went around this way, didn't we? Yes, through here. When I say potential, I don't necessarily mean with Disney. I think they have. I think they've got an uphill struggle. Let's put it that way. I don't. I think what they've done with Star Wars is kind of. But you can't really go back on it now. It's done. What's done is done, and it's a shame. But they still might make some decent entertainment. But that's all it's ever going to be. It's never going to be a lifestyle for people anymore, I don't think. People fondly remember when it was, and I think some people still go through the motions of it. Dressing up as new characters and going to conventions and screaming when actors say a line from the movies, and it's fine, But maybe they're being genuine, but it just comes across as fake to me. I don't know. But yeah, maybe they are being genuine. Maybe they do love Kenobi. I don't see how you can. I do find it strange when people kind of make fun of that show, like with the laser barrier thing, and the lengths people go to defend it. You just think, come on. I mean, even with like the original trilogy, I find the original trilogy, and in some ways the Phantom Menace, to be so good that you can't really criticize them, But I do get that some people that there are things in there that are kind of silly, and you can make fun of them. I always almost feel like when people make fun of the Bible and Christians get upset, or you make fun of the Quran and Muslims, well, behead you. It's a similar kind of thing. What actually am I looking for here? It's not on the bad guys, is it? Let's have a look. It's research and development, isn't it? No, boiling point. The droll scientist, Dr. Mizar, has discovered that damage to chemical pipelines is going to lead to toxic contamination of Coronet City's water supply in a matter of hours. He needs your help to collect the materials necessary to repair the pipelines. Search the wreckage of the Corellian Chemical Corporation's factory in Labour Valley for parts needed to repair the chemical pipelines. Okay, so I need to just search this wreckage. So there should be something. I'm guessing this is it. Yep. Oh, I didn't actually collect them. Thank you. 1 of 3. So do they all look like that, or do they all look different? Aha, there's one. We've not encountered any Mandalorians for a while, have we? That's interesting. Aha. Turn to Dr. Mizar. Just fast travel back there. It was a nice, easy one, wasn't it? Oops. Hop on my little... Oh, I'm not allowed to mount in here, so I won't hop on my little speeder.
שוטה ודולו, מה עשוש אחר דו יעשו אסיג'ה ושכי? ומסמו, הוא שואל לכם יהודה. אוכלום סבא מחתי להם את חול. יתימה, מצ'ה, עבדשו, חמבה, ימישו.
May the floor be with you. It's quite a funny little joke. Yeah. Anyway, I think I am going to call it a day there. I know last episode was quite long, but I was just having a great time last episode. I didn't want to stop playing. I think I might have had a little bit of a stressful day, and I was finding it quite relaxing. But yeah, I might come back and play a little bit later on for next week's episode, get that recorded. But I need to go get something to eat and watch a Dirty Harry movie. Yeah, Dirty Harry, not just a dirty movie. And I'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching.